Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I saw something that inspired me to want to try something a little different the other day. And that was black and white. And I might want to do something with it in color, but I got to figure out how to do it in black and white first. So I'm going to make the top 5/8 if I can get all the paint to come out of my bottle, which seems rather doubtful at the moment since it's taking me too darn long. And you can, if you notice, I'm using a little more paint than usual because I want flowability. So the top will be white and the bottom will be black. And I have an edge catcher, full-size sheet underneath so that I'll have a chance to not make as much of a mess as I anticipate. So I'm going to drag my spatula, my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula across. Best paint spreading tool I know of. Wishing the handle wasn't wet because I have a very delicate touch on it. And I really don't want to drop it. So I'm going to make sure this paint is all the way up to the edge, and I probably will hit it briefly with the torch because I can see there are some bubbles in it. I use a propane torch because butane torches just don't like me. Not only does my propane torch tank only cost $5 and last 6 months, but it doesn't stop functioning after a week. I have no idea why. I was not very adept. I don't know if this is enough paint or not, but if I only get the first effect and learn from this that I need a lot more paint, I guess that's going to be okay. I'm going to knock whatever paint I've got off by scraping it off the spatula, running my finger up and down the edge. Because I want to wipe that spatula off. Definitely going to need a rinse. That's a studio rag I'm wiping it off on. That's made of cotton t-shirt or sweatshirt or even turtleneck material. I might put another bead of paint after I see if that's something that needs to be removed. It is. Ha! Yeah, configuring the beginning of this is probably very important. I'll put a bead of paint right along the bottom edge. I might be sorry because I might want something to hang on to. I'm going to drag that right down over and right up the edge here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like it to cover at least the start, the curve. Alright, kind of quiet because I'm a lot focused, and I'm going to take this paint and my perfect for this activity spatula because the blade holds a nice amount of paint. I never did torch, did I? I don't see any bubbles anymore. They seem to have gone. But I could probably still hit everything with a torch. Now, I'm not even certain at this point if it's imperative that this line be straight. But I do have enough black paint to make sure my edges are completely covered. And I'm not sure that that's actually a favor to myself at this point. So now it's time for the comb, but I'm going to go ahead and be risky and put in a bead of white paint. So make sure I have no gaps at all between the black and the white. And then I'm going to go back and give it a couple more rows. Might not even, I was going to say, it might not even be a bad thing that it's coming out slow. I'd like it to come out and be somewhat even across. So I'm going to let all that go that way. And I could even smooth it out if I wanted to take that chance. And I guess I'm going to do that. So now I've got a slightly heavier layer. Because this is the first time I'm doing this. I saw somebody else doing something similar and it gave me this idea to try it. And that you might like it too. But I know that that other person had a tremendous amount of white paint on the canvas. And I'll tell you why after a minute. Okay, so now I'm thinking there's not enough black. So I'm going to do the black one more time again. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, it's still going to be cool no matter what I do. I'm glad I have a studio rag to wipe off my tools with. Be nice if I had a break on my turntable since I would prefer not to do that again. This is not exactly like anything anybody else has ever done. I used to do stuff like this all the time, actually. So now, it just looks like an abstracted city to me upside down. Yeah, definitely like the effect of the black and white, but I think in order to move everything like I saw it move, you need a lot of paint. I think it was Bonnie's Flow Art, to tell you the truth, on my Instagram. Because I don't see much of anything moving, and I am moving the edge down. And I am going to be satisfied with this, I think. Or I could do something else from the other side. Which is really tempting to use some gold. So I'm going to do that. This is Decor Americana 24 karat gold. The first temptation is going to be to tilt it. So it spreads a little. And then it's time pull up through again. And I didn't pull all the way. And I want to just keep playing. So maybe I'll do that. My temptation is to take a little black paint, put it right over there. Fool the eye a little bit. Just a little. I'm being called to turquoise, but it actually is called Cobalt Blue Metallic from Artist Loft. And if I can lay my hands on it, and I wonder, I sometimes remember that pink and turquoise make a wonderful blue. This is a Prizm Pour Hot Orchid, which can be purchased as Primary Elements Jasmine. That's kind of cool. Make sure to wipe off my comb. Just going to go right all the way up through. And I might just go down again from the other side. Because nothing is really like I expected it to be. So that sort of means all bets are off as far as what to expect or not expect. Don't mind seeing them blended. I don't even really mind having some of the black and the gold. If there were rules, I'd be bending them. Not sure any of that's doing anything that I'm in love with. It's just one of those days where things didn't zone out the way I anticipated. They're rare, so I guess that's lucky. Well, it is what it is, and it's nothing spectacular, but it's kind of interesting, I guess. It was an experiment. Can't say I'm pleased one way or the other. Kind of want to swipe. Pretty much par for the course. So I'm probably going to do that. Use some dioxazine purple, a little magenta with Amsterdam white. This is golden iridescent and some Decor Americana. That is Amsterdam black. And now all I need is a swipe card. And 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, especially when it works out. I'm quiet because I'm still hoping that there's some small chance this is going to be something other than a background for whatever's coming tomorrow, but I think that's the truth. That and the fact that I don't really like a white layer to begin with. But I have some interesting cells and they are developing nicely. And I really could put a little more magenta right down there. Some more gold. Some more purple. And this time I'm going for some white. I don't think I've ever had a day quite like this one. At least if I have it, isn't for a long time. It's very beautiful, actually. I will see you guys anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Saying thank you for joining me. If you'd like to join me again, I post 7 days a week. Around noon. I have more than one channel. Paint Pouring Adventures Priscilla Batzell is the other one. There's a lot that's to like about this, and I wasn't sure that I was going to feel that way, but I do now. It's very pretty. So I will touch up my edges where they need it. Tell you guys to come again. Tell you that was a miracle. I love you. Thank you for inspiring me. I'm tenacious. I don't give up easily. And I will torch and ask for your thumbs up. If you'd like to help support the production of videos at the studio, find the PayPal icon on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. And if you make a donation, you'll be automatically invited to become part of the monthly drawing. And you can see the prizes at the beginning of the exhibition video. It's included on the end screen in the last 20 seconds of this video. When I make mistakes, I often learn all kinds of new things, and that's pretty much what I'm thinking happened here. So I learned a whole bunch of new things. If you ever have scraped down to canvas, just tap.